Hi there folks, just doing my thoughts today on BTC. The reason I'm doing this video at the moment is that we've got a little bit of surprise hit going on at the moment. I just moved the cursor, you can see we're on a little bit of a pump. I was expecting at this point personally to actually go down and drop another couple of red candles down to this side, but we've actually gone on the upside. But as we keep seeing, even on this breakout here, it was a failed one, and I can't help feeling that once this settles back down, I think we're going to get another break to the downside. With regards to BTC, I've actually put in an order to buy BTC at 3,400. I'm actually thinking that it's going to go down to about between 3,200 and 3,300. A lot of people are saying 2,800. A lot of people are saying less than 1,000. Some are even saying 0. But the reason I say that was, if you look at the last lowest price, it was around 3,160 or 70 bucks. I honestly believe that's the minimal that you can actually price that you can actually mine a Bitcoin for. So I personally don't think we're going to see anything lower as that. Like I say, I realistically I'm going to see sort of 3,250 as a possible low. But yeah, I'm no expert. It could go down, the market could sink down, but let's see. My thinking is that the mining it is pretty centralized, and it does have a lot of control on this. So I think when it comes to minimal prices, miners are actually going to keep on dictating the bear market in terms of how low it can go. You know, market players can influence how those prices move to between a low point and a high end of a bull run, but ultimately the miners, I feel, have that security for Bitcoin to actually stop it from actually going too low. I hope I'm right, you know, because that would actually ensure a lot of security for Bitcoin. There isn't that much support underneath 3,000 as well. So that in itself tells me if we've managed to do it once, then we can do it again. I was watching a really interesting video by Alessio Rastani as well. Check him out on YouTube. But he basically said, when it comes to Bitcoin, always look at your 200 WMA, so it's your 200 weekly moving averages. And very rarely in a bear market does Bitcoin actually break below that. If it does break below that, it hugs that line and goes back up and stays above that moving averaging. And I think a lot of that to do, like I said, is to do with the miners. So between the 200 weekly moving averaging and the miners, those 2 points are actually giving people that trade in Bitcoin a lot of security. So people that were saying, oh, Bitcoin's too volatile, it can be really too high or too low. Well, it is still volatile, but the thing is, when it's at a low stage, it's looking like it can't be too volatile below that low stage. So, you know, so if you feel comfortable, like I do with Bitcoin having a bottom price of 3,200 in this time of history, then that's great. That can only help Bitcoin. So yeah, going back to this BitMEX chart here, I honestly do believe that we are going to get a couple of red candles, and then I think eventually they'll take us down to 3,300 in a day or two, maybe 3 days. But that's what I'm feeling at the moment with it. And then I honestly think that what we're doing really is going through the process of creating a double bottom, and then I think after that we'll basically go up between 3,500 and 4,000, and if nothing happens so much to trigger a new bull market, then we could fluctuate between 4 and 3,200. So yeah, that's something to consider. But on the other side, I personally don't think, I'm very dubious about any of the ETFs and BACT being actually accepted. You know what, if any of those two things are, then great, because that is going to trigger a bull run. But you know what, if they aren't, I won't be surprised. I'm actually leaning towards the Liquid and the Lightning Network lifting up in user numbers in the next sort of month or two. I'm hoping that will cause a bull market, and it'll be a bull market based on technicalities, on technical merit, on technical abilities, achievements, the technology, and obviously the people behind it. And what a nice way that would be for a genuine bull market as well, for a genuine bull run. So that's something to consider as well. Yeah, I mean, if you are in crypto or you're thinking about getting in crypto, this is a lovely time to get into it. There's still a lot of gains to be made, not just with Bitcoin but with the altcoins. I would say at this stage probably 85% of the altcoins are bullshit, but probably most of those are going to last through the next bull run. But then if I was you as well, I'd have a look at something called the more full theory, which you can find on Wikipedia. That's something that I've always felt strongly about especially when the actual theory came out, you know. So that's something to consider, even if you want to just make off shit coins, dodgy coins. But you know, look, there are some genuine coins out there, Litecoin, Tron, and BNB, Liquid Cash Coin. You know, these sort of coins have got a lot going for them, are genuine, are doing things in the space. You know, so that's a really good time, like I say, to invest. And if you do want to invest, you can always go onto coinmarketcap.com and you can find out the latest prices and all the information about those coins there. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on Bitcoin. Would really like to hear your comments and any questions, and please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. I thank you for your time.